did you fare?
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe to the channel. Go Chi-To! Today we're gonna look at the tier 6 Japanese tank that has been in the game for quite some time. I don't think I've done a video on this one like at all. I have reviewed the Chiri, I have the Chi-Nu, albeit some very old reviews. I have the Type 61, I have the STB, but not this one. And let's be honest, put it out there straight in the beginning of the video, this is not a very exciting tank. Not by any means, not by any standard. Why is that? Well, it lacks armor. That's the third thing you will notice when you are looking at the tank. This tank lacks armor. I can't even recall if it has been buffed or not. I just don't. It's a bit of a paper tank. The Chiri might be even worse, but we're looking at a tank with 35 mils of armor on the sides. On the front it is, well, 75, which can be good, which you can get up to some form of autobots, angles. Turret size, that's 50. There is some angling left and right, but mostly, yeah. KV2s and SU-152s are very happy to see a Chi-To on the red team. And then they just load HE instantly. They laugh in their sleeves and they unleash Hell Maximus. But talking about Hell Maximus, which A.H. van der Leen is showing us here, he's playing the Chi-To in the way that you should play it. It is a tank with a good gun. Make no mistake about it, as little armor as it has a good gun. It has a, what's the caliber actually, 76? A 7.5 centimeter tank gun Type 5 Model 1, a tier 6 gun for a tier 6 tank, which is good. You fire AP on 155 in terms of penetration, which is quite good for tier 6 mediums. You're looking at 160 hit points, which is the average, or about the norm for tier 6 medium tanks. You have a enhanced Type 1 Toko Otsu premium round, which gives you 186 in terms of penetration, and that's not really high. 155 towards 186. That's just not good. I'd advise you to use calibrated shells to get it at least up to 195. But other than that, it is a gun with fairly good stats. The base aim time is not too bad at all. You're looking at a good gun when rotating the turret. It is fairly bouncy when you're firing on the move. But it is a support tank. It has 10 degrees of gun depression, that is good. It is not the quickest tank of them all, because the engine is also still a tier 6. So you will be looking at a tank that just has to be played in a supportive role. And we're going to see what is going to happen here by A.H. van der Leen, because he is trading now with the VK2801. Which is a bad idea, especially if there is an SU-100Y on the red team camping in the back. And then suddenly you've lost a lot of health. Because an SU-100Y has that special premium round, which is also an enhanced AP, but that one gets less penetration and bigger damage. And boy, would I wish to have such a thing, bigger damage on a Chi-To. But as you can see, the gun, I mean, it shoots. And you can penetrate Russian premium tanks through the front, which is good. And Mr. van der Leen over here from the Kill clan, he knows what to do. He knows he has to relocate. He is a one-shot tank to the SU-100Y. Maybe even a one-fart. If the SU just sneezes in his general direction, if he would just fart in his general direction, then he would blow up. He just has to go away, and I mean he's got supremacy on his side. He has the advantage in cap points by a long shot. So what do you do then? You just go away. You go back to your spawn. This is all very solid gameplay. It's not very spectacular, but neither is the Chi-To. I mean, you get these funny moments which help Immelberg had when Nesson decided to ram him, and then you just back up and he misses you. But other than that, it is there's also not a lot of replays in my inbox about the Chi-To. I searched for it, but I just couldn't find a lot of them. And even if there were some replays, they were mostly about the tank being a top tier tank. And thank you SU100Y for telling us exactly where you are. And what you then have to do is just sit still. I would advise you to sit. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, he missed that shot. That's unfortunate. But he spotted as well. That's even more unfortunate. Luckily, the SU100Y is not thinking, ooh, I found a Chi-To. Let me just stay here and reverse. And then go to the exact same position where I spotted him before. And let's bounce on the tracks. But A.H. Van der Leen has got time on his side. He has got... Ooh! That was very dangerous. But luckily this... Where did that shot go? Nani? Straight through? Just... Where did that shot go? Go shell much? Yeah, maybe. But as said, he's playing a very dangerous game here of trading with a SU100Y with just a little bit of hit points left, just a smattering of hit points. And the SU100Y knows that he has to do or try something, and this is probably the worst thing that he could have done. Oh, I got this very big premium tank and this Russian tank, and I hit hard, and then I had to leave my position in the back, and I did not know what to do, and now I'm blown up. And such is the life of a camping tier 6 tank destroyer. F. Not that E.H. Van der Leen cares, because he gets a good mastery game in the Chi-To, as you can see, and a little bit of credits, and then he got some XP on the tank. And if you look at the XP earned, you can already see and probably do the maths on how much you need for the Chi-To SPG, because yes, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, I'm not showing you this tank because you're missing out, if you haven't got it in your garage. I'm not showing you this tank because I think you should play it because it's so really good. It's just a tier 6 medium tank. Support tank, decent, nothing special, but it will lead towards the Chi-To SPG, and you will need 43,400 XP for it. So that's a fair few games you need to play in the Chi-To SPG. Stock up on your XP boosters, combat XP boosters. Use the whatever free XP you have. But still, I decided to show this tank and what it can do. And it can hit enemy tanks, as you can see here, and it can get spotted. And then it can sit and farm that SU100Y a bit more, who's now sitting still, which is a good thing. And he's thinking, oh, I'm just gonna sit still, and then my camel will be reset, and I'll sit still a bit more. But now number thingy is down. It doesn't even player underscore number thingy, it's just number thingy. Didn't quite work out. Went on a flank alone. Such is the life of a lonely, isolated tier 6 tank destroyer without a turret. In the meantime, Zero Kingdom Warrior 0 from the B4L clan is shooting this Chaffee. And this game is again, I'd say, typical Chi-To gameplay. Obviously, great players will make this tank work. There might be people sending me a replay with the tank and they'll say, oh, Martin, look at this. I've done 3.5k damage as a bottom tier, and the Reds had an SU-152 platoon and a special platoon, and I managed to wreck them all. Yeah, once in a while. Every once in a while, any tank can be played and have epic games and do monstrous damage. And great players will make any tank work. And great players will be able to make mediocre tanks look quite OP, because they will be able to use whatever traits the tank has. And this tank has a trait of a good gun, a solid gun. It isn't spectacular, but it's solid, it performs. It is a tank with good gun depression, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's not quick. It doesn't hit as hard as a VK30-01P or a T-34-85. It doesn't hit as hard as a Hellcat. You might be better off driving a Hellcat actually with that bigger gun. That has paper armor as well, but tracks that can catch a shot. And thank you RNG for making that shot end up in the building. This tank, however, the VK36-01H, that is a tank that is so much better than the Chi-To currently. It is really a lot better. And as you can see, Kingdom Warrior is having problems here shooting. You might want to aim this a little bit. Yes, that's better. On 72 in terms of damage. But then he does this, and even if you're somewhat angled, shots will just go through. You have 35 mils of armor. Any gun with any form of decent penetration, if they hit you on the side, they will overmatch and you will die. And if you will also die if you ram a heavy tank. So Kingdom Warrior is not going to do that. He's going to drive around, he's going to flank the VK, he's going to shoot the VK, then he's going to get away from the VK, hide behind the building from the VK, and then look back at the VK and find out that the VK has been burning to death, which is good, makes it a 2-on-2. Shoot him once in the turret, yes, there we go, that VK has a broken engine, but no, forward. Yes, thank you, sit behind the building, let the VK sit over there, let him chill for a bit, and then carefully aim the shot for the 3485, he is gone. But so is the VK. It's a 2 versus 1. Now what do you do then in a 2 versus 1? You just run away. You just leave, because the T-37 is in a position to get spotted by the T-3485, and that T-37 can then die, which he does. So what you're going to do then, you go to a spot where you have an overwatching view of at least the cap area. If the odds and RNG are not in your favor, go to a position where you can somewhat dictate the outcome. And that means going to a spot where you have some overview of the map and where you can sit and then let your camo reset, because you could, yes, sit still, have your camouflage net engaged. You've got push, sit still! Crying out loud. Yeah, done now? Good boy, good boy. Camouflage net engaged, camo paint on the tank, in the bush. Who's gonna hurt me? Yeah, RNG might. You can see that Kingdom Warrior doesn't have very strong feelings for RNG. But I'm going to tell you, these strong feelings will change. Not at this instant, because that shot bounces. But it will change. And all this T-3485 had to do was just stay in the cap and wait it out. And he's going to get shot once. You want to cry? Says the KV-1. No, I'm going to shoot this T-3485 and then I'm going to laugh. I hate RNG! And at the same time, RNG giveth. Sometimes it taketh and sometimes it giveth. And in this instance it did giveth, because he got a Spartan medal in the Chi-To. GG! Kingdom Warrior from the B4L clan. That's it, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz. There's nothing more to say about the Chi-To, the medium tank. Other than that it's only decent. Maybe even a bit more mediocre, but it will lead towards the Chi-To SPG. So get grinding, come on! Buy it, grind it, get it! Go Chi-To.